Hey, my name is Sajad, and welcome to the Sunan Weekly Podcast, where we share with you some of the awesome projects we are working on, along with some of our biggest takeaways this week. Here, we want to give you a chance to see how we are making a difference so that we can all level up. Hey, hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to the next round of the Sunan Weekly Podcast. What are we working on? This week, we released another amazing blog titled Best Practices to Optimize Your Mobile App Install Campaigns. The continuous growth in mobile usage has created a tremendously competitive mobile app market. In fact, according to a recent study by Statistica, there are nearly 3.5 billion smartphone users in the world today, which means that almost every other person in the world owns a smartphone. Crazier than that is that there are nearly 2 million apps in the App Store between these 3.5 billion users. So the question becomes, how do you stand out from the competition? What practices should one follow to optimize their mobile app to get the traction and, more importantly, the downloads that they need to take their game to the next level? So that's where this article comes in. Here we outline some of our top tips to optimize your advertisement campaigns, especially when it comes to mobile app downloads. Check out the link in the description below. My biggest takeaway this week, the road to mastery. As marketers and entrepreneurs, mastery is something we all strive for because deep down we all know that in order to make a real impact and difference in this world, we need to be masters and world class at our craft. So how do you become a master at something? Consistent effort is the only path to mastery. We as individuals have to be consistently putting out value and allowing ourselves to fail and learn from our mistakes. There is a famous saying that goes something like this. You want to know the difference between a master and a beginner? The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. So often, including myself, we get so caught up in being perfect that we don't allow ourselves to fail and learn from our mistakes. We don't allow ourselves to be open to criticism or even risk. We tend to believe that everything we release has to be just perfect. And as a result, our consistent efforts come to a halt because we fall into this trap of perfectionism. Brendan Burchard has an amazing quote on this where he says that at some point, we have to be mature and honest with ourselves and stop saying it's because I'm so perfect that this isn't done and say, actually, maybe it's because I'm lazy or maybe it's because I'm letting the world distract me and rip me away from my passion and my day because I haven't taken control over my time or over my responsibilities. I have to arrange them so I can focus on my real passion, real desires, and my dream. Again, we have to allow ourselves to take risks and allow ourselves to fail and suck. And by doing so, guess what? Our next take or our next release is going to be so much better than the first round. As Evan Carmichael has also beautifully said, if you've got an idea, stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop trying to make it perfect. Say yes, say yes, say yes. The only thing you are missing is the momentum, and it's time to bet on yourselves. This is something that I am trying to improve on as well here at Sunan. So for example, last week we released our Sunan podcast, which you're listening to. The first round of this release was horrible compared to the most recent ones. Same way, the first Sunan Weekly round of blogs and emails that we started sending out back in November compared to the ones that we're sending out now, there's a night and day difference. It's through the hard work, persistence, sacrifice that you can get better at anything. Whether that's recording videos, podcast, working out, making sales, you have to be willing to test the marketplace consistently with your product and learn from your mistakes in order to take your game to the next level. Now it's your turn. What is it that you want to become a master at? Give yourself permission to fail and be open to criticism because at the end of the day, the road to mastery comes from hard work, persistence, sacrifice, discipline, criticism, and a lot of failure. Time to level up.